Hello guys and welcome back to another unboxing video here on ZapFeed. Now today we're going to be taking a look at the Keychron Q2 Max. This is a sleek, compact, wireless, mechanical keyboard. Now before we do get into this full unboxing, before I tell you why we are greeted with this massive plastic bubble wrap, I wanted to let you guys know that of course Keychron did send this product to me for review, but of course as always they did not tell me what to say. This is not a sponsored video, none of this content will be sponsored, and I'm free of course to tell you guys my own thoughts. They did actually send this out in this packaging. Now whenever I do get something in good packaging, I always like to show it to you guys because they didn't have to send it in this, but it just goes to show they really do care about how their products arrive to you as the customer, and it is, you know, in perfect condition. So let's take a look at it. The Keychron Q2 Max. This is a medium price. I'd say it's more on the sort of higher end of gaming keyboards in terms of price. So I'm really intrigued to see how this actually performs in my setup when I'm playing games, when I'm editing, when I'm using it for productivity as well. Because of course it does say an open source customizable keyboard for peak productivity, but maybe it can be doing some gaming on here as well, who knows? We shall have to see, but I think it's going to be more of a sort of compact productivity keyboard rather than specifically for gaming like a lot of these keyboards are. Now, really like the box, really nice and sleek, really nice and compact itself actually. Doesn't seem like it's going to be too much going on in terms of extra stuff in here, but it's got a good weight to it. It's the knob version as well, so it does have one of those adjustable knobs on the top as well. I've got the UK version here as well. Let's take a look around the rest of the box. The actual lettering here, I don't know if it actually comes out on camera that well, but it almost has like a glow to it that's a sort of rainbow look to it. It's almost prismatic. I don't know if that's really coming out on camera that well, but it does look very nice. The either side of the box hasn't really got too much going on, but the back does. It's got a 65% layout. So it has a compact 65% layout designed by retaining all the essential functional keys throughout the key combinations. So I actually have a Razer Huntsman Mini that I believe, looking at it, yes, is exactly the same. So it's a 65% keyboard. Actually it's 60% because it doesn't even have delete and this one as well. I think that's, is it? Yeah, home. So it's actually even smaller than this, but this is a really nice size. Double gasket design. This design will provide the keyboard with a nice flexible typing feel and a satisfying typing sound. Excited to see what that's about. Dual compatibility, Mac and Windows. Open source firmware, so you can sort of change keyboard layouts and backlight effects and stuff like that. 2.4 gigahertz and Bluetooth, so it is wireless as well, which of course a lot of devices these days are, and I like wireless devices on my setup. I don't want cables everywhere. You can pair it to 3 Bluetooth devices as well. It's got a screw-in stabilizer, and it lasts 180 hours when the backlight is disabled, which is absolutely amazing, with 4,000 milliamp hours of battery capacity and 22 light effects to switch from. So let's crack open the box. Of course, this has this plastic wrap on it as you first see the keyboard. Very well packaged from Keychron, and I'm excited to see what this keyboard is going to be like. I've never actually owned a Keychron keyboard before. This is my first one, and excited to see sort of my first impressions, giving you guys my first thoughts on the keyboard here in this unboxing, my initial thoughts on the keyboard, and of course there will be a full review as always on this product when we are able to have a full look at the keyboard. Now let's let it all just drop down here. Oh, there we go. Let's let the keyboard drop. Make sure I'm not missing out anything here. We're not. Good. Okay, let's open it up. Give it a little bit of a shake, as it's going to reveal itself very soon. It's almost very cinematic. Okay, let's pop that there. Now, initially you're greeted with a quick start guide. If you're a Windows user, please find the appropriate keycaps in the box. So you do need to change some of the keycaps. Interesting. I actually don't know what switches this has. It doesn't say what switches. So I'll have to take a look at what those switches are looking like as well. So quick start guide is there. We will take a look at that when we are ready to start it quickly. Foam, which is going to be useful, I'm sure. Keychron wireless mechanical keyboard. There you go. Make sure the switch pins are in straight before inserting the switch in. Okay, there you go. That's useful. Excellent. So we get a quick start guide again here as well. Very similar sort of what the thing we had with that bigger one. What do we have here? We have, oh, is this a stabilizer? I'm guessing this is the stuff. We got some 3M stickies. I'm guessing these are the screw-in stabilizers. That's useful. Okay, we'll have a look at what that exactly is later. This is the receiver. Let's unbox this, or unwrap this, unpackage it. We've got Keychron on the side, and this is just going to go in the back of your PC, and hopefully you'll just not think about it really, because it's just, you know, straight in there, not to worry. Excellent, that's nice. Cable, of course, to charge the thing, and I'm assuming you can, of course, plug it in wired as well. And how long is this cable? This is very important for keyboards, especially if you do want to use it wired, and you are plugging it in, of course, to charge. You don't want to be able to only charge it and then use it. You want to use it and charge it at the same time. I need to figure out what my wingspan is. Is that the correct thing? Is that the correct term for when you put your arms out like that? Because I don't know how long that is. This desk is 120 centimeters, so it's probably about 2 meters long, the cable, maybe slightly shorter. I need to learn how to do that, because every single time we unbox a product on this channel, I always do this, and I'm like, well, it's about my arms, but I don't know. I'm about 6 foot, so I don't know what that actually is. So it does actually come, interestingly enough, here with USB-C to USB-C, but it also has a USB-C to USB-A adapter included. Because I'm assuming a lot of the devices that you're using it with, maybe you're plugging it into something that is slightly older, it will only have USB-A. So it's nice that they included that. I suppose they didn't have to, because they could assume that you already have USB-C in the back. Okay, that's interesting. More switches here, or more keycaps, I should say, not switches, for Windows use. So it seems like it comes by default, yes, with Mac options, but I'm actually a Windows user, so I need to put these on actually, so we'll try that, I'm sure, in this video. This is what is this? I know what this is. This is, okay, this allows you to put the receiver on your desk, so you can plug the receiver into this, and then you can plug the cable, like I've seen with actual Logitech products like mice and keyboards in the past as well. They have this included too. So this allows you to plug the USB-C into there, and then what I like to do is I actually like to have the receiver on my desk. So you put the receiver on your desk, this goes into the back of your PC, and you could even, I suppose, use the USB-C to USB-A adapter to do that. So you've got adapter plugged into adapter here, but it's a very functional setup. So that plugs into the back of your PC, that goes on your desk for better connectivity. So that's good to know. I'm looking at all the accessories first. You know me, I always leave the main event till a little bit. So what else have we got here? We've got the keycap remover, or key switch remover, I assume, as well. So a couple of sides to that. That's going to be useful. I'm assuming this one's for the keycaps, this one, and then this one is for the switches, I'm assuming. So I can sort of grab them a lot easier. We've seen that with previous keyboards, and that's everything. So let's take a look at the Keychron Q2 Max. Really excited to see what the build quality of this is like. Of course, it's not a massively cheap keyboard, but it's also not unbelievably expensive either. So it's sitting right at that sort of high range, mid to high range, I assume you could say. And we'll take it out of this plastic wrapping, and wow, I mean, just the quality. Wow, the quality that I feel as soon as I open that. Unreal quality, unreal build quality. So yeah, this is definitely more on the side of productivity, not so much gaming, which is great. I actually really like this. The reason why I was so impressed, and why I was sort of going a bit crazy there when I first felt this, is one, the weight is unbelievable, but two, it's metal. It's fully metal. Everything about it is metal. Now at this price point you would expect it to be, of course, but it is fully built metal. Everything around it, bottom, sides, switches are plastic but they have metal surrounds. The bottom, the lower section, even the plate is all metal, and that really makes a difference, I think, when it comes to keyboards at this price point. You would expect it. Is this metal? Let's have a look. Is the knob metal? I think it's plastic. I think the knob is plastic. It could be argued that is metal. It could be, but actually, I don't know. I don't know. This is supposed to be 1.5 kilograms, and it does feel that proper weight. And let's take a look at, again, how the keys feel. So let's do, hello, this is ZapFeed. Feels really good. Let's, let me shut up so you guys can hear it. beautiful. It sounds beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. I love the cleanliness. I love the clean look. Bit of a retro sort of look to it as well, with how there's a bit more space at the top and bottom for the metal to be a little bit more exposed. Looks and feels really good. You've got function buttons down here. You've got options. This is of course for Mac, I assume here as well. And as we saw earlier on, you can switch out the keys for Windows. Let's see what actual keys come with this one. Wait, one less has come with it now. Now, I'm assuming we need to obviously look at the instructions for this, just to see what ones we actually need to change out. But even these keycaps, if I can't drop them, do just feel really nice. They even have another escape key. I actually really like the way that that escape key looks. That sort of just teal color just adds to it. You can of course switch out the 2 because that's not an at on Windows. I believe it's over here. So I'm assuming that one changes as well. We've got the Windows key here, so I assume that goes instead of Option. Alt goes there. Let's see if I can remember how all this goes. Alt goes there, I think, does it? Yeah, Alt goes there. Escape is fine, I don't mind the escape key already. Insert, well, you know what? We're gonna have to use the quick start guide. There we go. So Mac and Windows, yeah, so we basically done it. Mac and Windows. So let's take a look around the rest of the keyboard. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself here because I really like this keyboard. So on the back, you have the plug socket, the USB-C port for your USB-C cable. Goes in really nicely. Again, this cable is braided as well, so it feels really solid in the hand. You have Windows or Mac option right there as well. You've got your cable, Bluetooth or G, which I assume is the wireless option. With the receiver, so that's, I assume, what that is. So you can of course have it via Bluetooth or just the cable, or with G, which I actually don't know what that is. Oh, G equals 2.4 gigahertz, right? So that's what that is. That's the wireless 2.4 gigahertz signal that will be creating. And as far as the actual design of the keyboard goes, there's not much else to it. Those are the things. It's got this sort of like feature on the back. I'm assuming that's to sort of visualizing the wireless band, where it's going to sort of connect to the wireless receiver, which will be on the front of your desk or something. But the way that this thing looks is fantastic. The quick start guide basically tells you to connect the receiver, connect the switch the toggle to connect to the 2.4 gigahertz receiver. It always recommends to have the receiver on the desk as well. Of course, you can connect to Bluetooth as well. And you can connect the cable. You've got multiple layers, so there's 5 layers of key settings on the keyboard. The layer 0 is for the Mac system, the layer 1 is for the Windows system, the layer 2 is for the Mac multimedia keys, the layer 3 is for the Windows multimedia keys, and the layer 4 is for function keys. Ah, okay. So if your system toggle is switched to Mac, then layer 0 will be activated, then layer 1. So you can adjust the backlit brightness as well. I want to take a look at what the brightness of it looks like. That's what I want to look at. Okay, so laptop acquired. Now I'm going to plug this in, and we're just going to use the wired mode for now, just for this demonstration, just to see what the backlighting actually looks like. So I need to allow it to connect. Ah, there we go. Lovely. There it is. Ooh, okay. RGB backlighting. Looks good. Looks nice. How do we actually switch the... So it actually does come with key remapping software as well, which is the VIA key remapping software. So you can install that on... Oh, it's actually online. There you go. You can use it. You can use it online, which is fantastic. Let's change the backlight. So F1 and A to change the backlighting. So let's see. So that's sort of a. I think it's almost like a circular look. That one goes across left to right. That one's even quicker. That sort of looks like a bit of a rainfall type one. And there's all sorts of really nice lighting effects on this. You can have it off as well. Oh, actually, what was that one? Oh yeah. Look at that. My MacBook is shouting at me. Oh wow, look at all these different things. Yeah. Look at these different lighting effects. Oh yeah. So I think, what did it say? 24 different lighting effects. Adjust the backlight brightness is F1 and S. I want it as bright as possible. Why would you ever want it not bright, you know? Adjust the backlight speed. You can do all on the keyboard as well. And again, what I really like is, although you can, of course, adjust all the key remapping on VIA software, everything is done in keyboard when it comes to lighting effects and stuff like that. So everything does seem like it is all done by the keyboard, which is really nice to do on the fly as well. Looking at the knob, it looks really good. You can of course mute it by pressing it, and I'm looking at my MacBook. It does actually work really well. So it turns up and down the speakers right there. Could be really useful, of course, if you're video editing, and you can maybe remap that to, maybe change the volume of clips or things like that, or if you're just watching media a lot, that is going to be really useful to have on there. Delete and home as well. These are not keys that you typically have on a 60% keyboard, but for a 65% keyboard, of course, you're going to have them. Honestly, this keyboard has really impressed me. It's been absolutely fantastic. Can I change the colors on here as well? I'm assuming you can change the colors. Let's see, I'm assuming it's just different ones here. It's like breathing effects. Yeah, this keyboard has really impressed me. I mean, it's a slightly higher price point, I suppose you could say, than maybe some other keyboards. But to me so far, it does seem like this is one of those that just does seem like it's worth it as I switch out the option here for Windows. It's got these sort of red switches here as well. It does seem like it's worth it. It's built really well. The keys seem like they're really well made. The actual switches themselves feel really good. It sounds absolutely fantastic as well. Really liking how it sounds underneath my fingers, and even just sort of in an office, it's going to sound really good. And the overall experience that you get with this does feel premium. It does feel like you're getting your money's worth for this keyboard, and it has a really nice battery, a really long battery life as well, multiple connectivity modes, Apple, Mac, and of course Windows. And of course, if you're looking for a keyboard that's of this form factor, this, for me, right now, I cannot see any downsides to it. It looks and feels absolutely fantastic. Again, it's a higher price point, but you get what you pay for sometimes when it gets to things like this. And this could be a really great option for someone that's looking for a keyboard for a desk. Maybe you don't have much space and you're looking for the best, one of the best quality keyboards that you can really get for that sort of money. It seems absolutely fantastic, and I'm really excited actually to dive into the full review and try and find something that I don't like about this, because upon first impressions, I am very impressed indeed. Thank you so much for watching this unboxing video here though on ZapFeed. If you do want to check out that full review, then of course make sure to click on the link. It'll be somewhere on the screen. It'll be up in the card at some point in this video, so make sure to go check that out to hear my full thoughts. Of course, make sure to check out the link in the description as well to take a look at this product for yourself. It is an Amazon affiliate link, so any purchases you do make on that link, whether it be this product or anything else, it does help support the channel. So we do really appreciate any one of you guys that are using that code down there, or that link down there. It really does mean a lot. Of course, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.